And thank you for waking up with us. I'm Grace Smith. It's 8 o'clock on February 12th, and we start this morning with a special story of survival and rebuilding. It's been almost a year since Russia invaded Ukraine, and a Ukrainian woman is finding refuge in Eugene. I had the privilege of sitting down with her as she recalls the terrifying moments under attack, not knowing if she would make it out alive. Take a listen. Finding refuge in Eugene.
It's my new home, and I don't have another one.
Alina Zatskeva is from Donetsk, a city in eastern Ukraine that has been under attack since 2014.
The explosion's so familiar, so common, so natural.
But nothing could have prepared her for Russia's invasion.
Explosions were coming closer and closer, and I felt like it's not good. It's too dangerous.
She immediately started grabbing what she could and took cover on the first floor of her apartment.
We could literally hear how it's falling just all over the house or block where we're living in.
And after a few hours of not knowing what would come next or if she would make it out alive, all of a sudden it got quiet.
In the hallway, I just was sitting and praying that it all will be over. And I think maybe God heard my prayers.
Thankful to be alive, she went outside to find nothing but destruction all around her.
I picked up that piece of shell, and it was still hot.
Bombshells surrounded her apartment, leaving behind massive holes, shattering glass, and debris left everywhere.
It was the most scariest day of my life.
Thankfully, she had a way out, a way to get to safety, and that's where Eugene resident Cliff Volpe comes in.
I'd offered her refuge in my house to come here to escape the war.
For the last 20 years, Volpe has worked off and on in different war-torn countries. The two met back in 2015 and remained close ever since. So when Alina had no place to go, he became her sponsor under the United for Ukraine program and brought her to Eugene, where she's been living since July.
It's really healthy society here that helps me to be distracted in a positive way from a war and from experience that I had in the past.
Distractions like hiking, camping, and seeing all of Oregon's beauty.
Running after raccoons, watching deer.
As she holds the shelling in her hand today, she has a message for the community.
You never know what life have for you in ahead, and you should be ready for any outcome and be grateful for what you have on your hand right now.
And as for what's next, she hopes to one day go back to her country. But until then, she's working at a local hotel and making Eugene home day by day. Reporting in Eugene, Grace Smith, KEZI 9 News.